Now, what's the latest from the Supreme Court of the United States concerning the Electoral College? What is the Electoral College? And how does it impact your vote for President and Vice President of the United States? I'm Keisha Tony, and this is Thursday's Child, your weekly lesson on the law. Now let's get started. The Electoral College is a body of electors created by the Constitution that gets together every 4 years for the sole purpose of voting for President and Vice President of the United States. Now, each state gets their own electors and a varying number of electors, and it takes at least 270 votes from those electors to win the presidency. Now, you and I also vote as citizens, and our vote collectively is known as the popular vote. Now, the popular vote is more indirectly informative of who wins the president. What I mean by that is our popular vote typically informs the electors of who we want to win the presidency. And 99% of the time, that's what happens. The popular vote and the electoral majority are the same for the same candidate. But sometimes an elector might pledge to vote for their party's presidential nominee, but then decide not to. And when that happens, that person is called a faithless elector. So that sets the backdrop for our case before the Supreme Court, called Chiafalo versus Washington. Now, in the Supreme Court case, Washington State and Colorado are seeking to be able to enforce an elector's pledge to vote for a certain nominee. And if they don't vote for that nominee, the state wants to be able to void that vote and possibly punish the elector. Now, this doesn't mean it'll apply retroactively or anything like that, but moving forward, in the next election in November, the states want to be able to ask the Supreme Court, look, we know the elector's argument is that the Constitution does not require the elector to vote for any person in particular, but we do think the Constitution does allow us as the state to enforce the pledge that the elector makes to vote for a certain candidate. And we want to be able to void that vote and possibly punish the elector. Now, what did the Supreme Court say to this question? Unanimously, yes. That means all 9 justices said yes, the state can enforce this pledge. It can enforce the pledge that the elector makes to vote for a certain candidate. Until next time, I'm Keisha Tony. This is Thursday's Child. See you next time.